Hey movie fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Look at that, a side flick here that doesn't start with the words Spider-Man No Way Home. Must be the day of the apocalypse. But staying away from the webhead for a little bit because we all need some kind of break, let's talk about some movie news here that is still very exciting in the industry. We got a new poster and logo for the Batman, along with Henry Cavill talking about him still wanting to be Superman. We got an update on the upcoming Transformers movie, a kind of sad one. We got the producers who are making Captain America 4 with Sam Wilson also telling us what they plan to do with the character. That along with so much more. So many of you guys give me your opinions with everything we discuss here today, and hit that like button. YouTube recently announced that they'd be getting rid of that dislike button, so only I will know when I make a bad video. Alright, so one of the first things I wanted to talk about right off the bat is the upcoming Disney Plus event. This will be happening on November 12th, tomorrow on Disney Plus, where they're going to be talking about all their upcoming new things that they have on the platform. We're set to be getting the first trailer for Kenobi, update on some of the Star Wars shows, and of course probably giving us a sneak peek and first look to a lot of the upcoming Marvel shows like She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight, along with a bunch of surprises for upcoming movies and whatnot. That's going to definitely be something exciting, and I will be covering it here on the channel. Don't anybody expect anything outside of Disney Plus to be announced there, so if it's not going to premiere on Disney Plus, they're not going to talk about it. What I'm curious to hear about right now is if they give an explanation at all of why they delayed Ms. Marvel, because that was a show I was kind of excited to see, and instead of that show coming out early 2022 like we all thought, it got moved all the way to the end of 2022, and people were like, whoa, is there something wrong with this show that they need a whole year to fix it? Let me know what you're most excited to hear about from Disney Plus Day, and make sure you're here on the channel so I can cover all that for you. Moving on here to some movie news I didn't think I cared about until I saw who was starring in it. We had Deadline reporting that Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be teaming up with director Doug Liman to make a Roadhouse remake. Now, some of my younger viewers might not know what the movie Roadhouse is, but I consider it to be one of those fun classic action movies. It originally came out in 1989 and starred Patrick Swayze as the character Dalton, and he's basically this bouncer that other bars hire to go ahead and keep their bars from going out of control crazy with the drunks in their town. It's as simple as a premise as it can be, but the movie is still a lot of fun and action-packed. This movie had actually been in the works for a while, where they even wanted to do a female version where Ronda Rousey was going to play the bouncer that goes around to these bars, but it looks like now they scrapped that Ronda Rousey remake, which, hey, thank goodness, because I would take a Jake Gyllenhaal version any day. Jake Gyllenhaal is up there as like one of my top 3, top 4 actors in the industry, where I just love watching anything the man does. So honestly, if it was any other actor involved with this Roadhouse remake, I wouldn't have cared for it because I like the original just fine, and I don't really see the point of making another one. But you give me Jake Gyllenhaal in this and maybe modernize a bit, oh, I'm gonna check it out. For those of you who are fans of the original Roadhouse, do you like Jake Gyllenhaal being part of the remake, or do you not care? Something I did care about here that made me absolutely sad is we got the news from Variety that Paramount went ahead and delayed a couple more movies. Now, it looks like we're finally moving away from the territory where delaying movies isn't as common as it used to, but it still be happening, and when it does, man, does it sting. Because right here, they reported that Transformers Rise of the Beast got delayed an entire year. This is the Transformers movie that I think a lot of us have been looking forward to, because it's set to kind of reset the franchise, put it into a new direction, kind of go back to the roots, and reinvent the Transformers a little bit from what Michael Bay did. And the original release date for this movie was set to be June of 2022, but now for some reason, they have come out and say it will not be releasing until June of 2023. I feel like that has a lot to do with maybe just the visual effects aren't ready and they still need a lot of work on the movie, and they don't think they have enough time until this upcoming summer. And summer is always the best time to release a Transformers movie, at least that's what their history has shown. So they're like, yeah, we could maybe release it in fall of 2022, but summer is just our date, so let's just go ahead and push it all the way to 2023. That's really gonna suck, because I was looking forward to starting to see some of those designs of the robots and what they're gonna be looking like in this new interpretation, especially Monkey Optimus Primal. I want to see what he looked like. Along with that, we also heard that the new Star Trek movie that is in the works, which we're still unclear if it's a reboot, if it's a continuation, that one got delayed a couple of months. Instead of coming out June 2023, it'll be December 2023. So you guys hear about Paramount delaying some of these movies. How do you feel about it? Moving on, talking about some DC related things right here. one of the first things I wanted to get out the way here is just the ongoing tease that, like, man, is Henry Cavill coming back as Superman or not? Because we had Henry Cavill go ahead and do an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, and they asked him up front about Superman and if he's still willing to play the character or if he's even going to play him anytime soon. And he responded with, "There is still a lot of storytelling for me to do as Superman, and I would absolutely love the opportunity." Continuing on, talking about the end of Man of Steel and how he killed Zod, that's the choice he made in that moment, and he'll never do that again. There's an opportunity for growth after that, to explore the psyche of Superman as a deep and seemingly invulnerable god-like being, but with real feeling on the inside. As I always say, the cape is still in the closet. A couple of things off that statement. One, it's really nice that Henry Cavill is willing to be Superman again. It seems like he's eager to do it, and it's all really up to Warner Brothers to be in that next movie, and he even mentions it himself here, the cape is still in the closet, meaning that, hey, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still Superman, they haven't fired me. And it should be noted that even though Warner Brothers is currently working on 2 different Black Superman projects, one that'll be a limited series that Michael B. Jordan is working on, and another one that's going to be a movie produced by J.J. Abrams, Henry Cavill did mention that he fully supports those projects and that he thinks Superman is a character that is far more than skin color. Part of me feels like they're just stumped and don't realize how to make a good Superman movie without completely just taking away Superman's powers, humanizing him. Like, what's wrong with just making a Superman movie where the guy is invulnerable, is invincible, and like Henry Cavill's saying here, just deal with the internal feelings of Superman and how a guy that is supposed to be indestructible still has a heart. Maybe it's easier said than done, but man, I just would love to see Henry Cavill one more time in that cape. The other DC related news here that we got is, of course, a brand new poster for the upcoming The Batman movie that, man, looks absolutely fantastic because red lights! I really like this look of Robert Pattinson's Batman coming out of the fog, like he's a man in the shadows. They've even changed up the Batman logo a little bit, where instead of just having Robert Pattinson on it, they throw in Catwoman on there with the logo, and you know what? It looks pretty sweet. That is the one thing you gotta hand it to with Warner Brothers, because there's been a lot of talk about posters lately, specifically with Spider-Man, and how they just didn't do the best job that they could there. And when I think about it, DC is almost really on point when it comes to their marketing and their promotional material. It just always looks great. How are you guys feeling on the comments of Henry Cavill's Superman and this new Batman poster and logo? Moving on from there, talking about Captain America 4, which is a movie I'm really interested to see how they're going to be pulling off here. For those of you who don't know, I might be hearing it for the first time, Captain America 4 is in development, but it'll star Sam Wilson as his version of Captain America that's recently been introduced in the Disney Plus series Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And well, the producer of the movie started talking about exactly what they're wanting to do with this version of Captain America, and I think it sounds really good. He says here, "I think he's not Steve Rogers, and I think that's a good thing, because to me, this new Cap is Rocky. He's going to be the underdog in any situation. He's not a super soldier. He's not 100 years old. He doesn't have the Avengers. What happens with this guy who announces publicly, kind of without the support, I'm the new Captain America? What happens next? I think it's fascinating because he's a guy. He's a guy with wings and a shield, but he is a guy. So we're going to put him through the ringer, and we're going to make him earn it and see what happens when he is outweighed, outclassed, out everything. What makes somebody Captain America? I'm going to argue it's not being a super soldier, and I think we're going to prove that with Mackie and Sam Wilson." I really like the sound of that, and that they're going to lean into the very vulnerable side of Sam Wilson, because probably like a lot of you out there, I'm all for Falcon turning into Captain America, especially with that damn nice suit. And even seeing his fight style, how different it is from Captain America, and how he utilizes those wings like we saw in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, yeah, bring it on. But also in the back of my mind, I'm just like, this boy is still a human, does not have any super soldier serum, and man, Steve Rogers was able to do a lot with his super soldier serum that I just can't see this Captain America being able to pull off. But the fact that they mentioned here, that will be the basis of the movie. What happens when we beat the crap out of this guy? Is he still going to want to pick up that shield and beat Captain America and the symbol? Of course he is, but man, it's going to be fun to watch just a regular guy try to be Cap. I just want to know who the villain of this movie is going to be. Are they going to involve Bucky? Is the public even going to be interested in a Captain America movie that doesn't star Chris Evans? A lot of questions, but I feel like they are on the right track. How are you guys feeling about this being the plans for Captain America 4? But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I did get a chance to watch the new Home Alone reboot that Disney Plus will be releasing tomorrow. I'll try and post that review tonight for y'all. I got some thoughts on it. But thank you guys for watching me talk some movie news here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3cfilms or on TikTok at 3cfilms. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.